watching the last games of the day now. Sounded like me hitting my keyboard. I guess it's not. I don't know why sometimes they just don't have the normal game stream available. I'm just trying to work out my setup I'm going to use here. Fuck. That's not going to work. It's decent enough. Okay. My buttons aren't working. Why isn't my increment working? There we go. It was set to 1 anyway. Had to fix it. Put it at 4. Oh, offside. Okay. I have to watch the Austria game through the tactical cam. It's no scoreboard. Very tactical. We might hit my my 16,000 prediction number today. And see if dreams really do come true. That's right, Curacao did not make it through the group. Yeah. Arms are hurting. Keyboard's not close enough, or I'm not close enough to the keyboard. It's annoying motorcycle time. In case he didn't hear. Oh, he heard me. Turned off his motorcycle. No, endlich haben wir ein Shiny bekommen. Das ist nur ein Traum. I had a horrible nightmare last night. Like Slenderman showed up or something. That's how you know it's bad. Oh, we're getting a lot of Espeons and Umbreons already. Did I press it? I don't know. I feel like I got shiny Magby in my dream as well. We'll see if that comes true. Fireworks are starting already. Penalty? Oh no. Right on the edge, apparently. What happened there? I didn't jump. Oh, that's right. Someone other than Messi, finally. Gosh. They forced the hand of that statistic. Excuse me, my Krogunk needs to be played with. Play with it. You can hold on this one. It's really hard to keep up with this tactical cam. What's that noise? Okay, there we go. I can find a way to change. Oh, JP to the camera. We are not listening to that. But at least I have the real stream now. All right. Okay, back to work. Ooh. The game's gone soft. Oh, Martinez scored last World Cup. That's a real penalty right there. None of that stutter step pansy bullshit. Wait, hold on. High priority here. All right. Austria scored as well. Oh, we almost should have made it 2 instantly. What were the scores for the other Jordan games? Who's winning on goal difference? Oh, they might have just showed it, but I missed it. Oh. Oof. Through ball's going nowhere. I don't need my blanket. I was cold for a second, but kitchen's heating up now. Thank you, Faker. Of course, I unfortunately haven't had any luck since the first time you dropped in. We are still in our first phase. It's the longest I've ever gone in the Safari Zone here. I am watching the World Cup games right now, and then I always have Pokemon Go open to help break the monotony. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not sure I'd be able to survive just doing this. I think you always need something else. Unless it's like an extraordinarily involved hunt, which this one isn't really. Yeah, ROM hacks can do that. I was very pleased when I was choosing this. I was like, you know what? That would be cool. No one ever does Safari Week on ROM hacks. I'm trying to start the wave. Got a real straggler here. And I'll be hunting here forever because that's how long it's going to take to get shiny Espeon and Umbreon. But as I've said, if I get every other Pokemon shiny here, I'll start repel tricking. Repel Trick doesn't guarantee Espeon or Umbreon. Espeon and or Umbreon. But it's Espeon and Umbreon plus Aeron. So I guess I'll Repel Trick if I get everything else other than those three. And we need 3 Aerons, so could take a minute. Does everyone go up? Everyone goes up. How hot is it in my room? Not very. Fortunately, the USA is not getting scorched right now. At least where I'm at. And I think my new computer does better to not contribute as much to the heat, and my window's open, and my fan's on. So I'm chilling right now. Ouch. Celsius. Yeah. I'd be amazed if you were still alive. That's pretty rough. 86 at... Are you in the USA as well? Is that at night right now? Okay, Germany. Yeah, I was gonna say 86 at night, that's like some Las Vegas, Death Valley type stuff. That's nuts. It's a real bummer DEF CON got canceled. I was looking forward to listening to some sets. But apparently safety is a priority over there. Insomniac would have went through with it. That's right, I kind of forget that we finally have a World Cup that is bad for other countries. God. It's actually really bad for some of these games. Because the latest one is at like 5 a.m. So yeah. Because Qatar, at least I like started the day at 2 a.m., you know? That was kind of fun. I actually fully shifted my sleep schedule to wake up at 2 a.m. Walking on highways. That's worse than I thought over there. Although I did see that it was the first time that the Dutch government ever issued a code red or something. The worst the heat has ever been. Yeah, 86 without AC is actually pretty unfathomable for me, because even when we go to Palm Springs, like, it can be 90 something in the morning, but we have air conditioning, so we're not not just frying inside. But the EU's not built for that, I suppose. I guess as many things as the USA gets wrong. That was RT. Retweet. Reset timer. Okay. I guess in the USA we get like every flavor of natural disaster, so it's all about preparing for those. Algeria. As my dad spoiled to me. Wow, what a goal. Yeah, we've been sitting at like a cool 70. It's 65 right now. We've had our heat waves before though. Was it like a couple years ago? 86 in your bedroom, 77 in the rooms that had a window open overnight. It's the most you can do. Yeah, because I live next to a loud street, usually I have to keep my window closed. It gets really stuffy sometimes. But I still remember my Pokemon Go walk. I think it was over 100 degrees here. And that's the one time I felt like I wasn't gonna make it home. Not that much traffic for you, just one car every now and then. It's a good time for kids to learn to start driving. It's like COVID all over again. That's interesting. I didn't know it was that bad that people aren't even getting in their cars. Well, I guess the EU probably has actual workers' benefits, whereas the USA would. They would let people work in 100-degree heat if it meant raising their profit margins by 1%. Peak temperature is 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The classic armpit stains on the office shirt. I'm gonna skip the half. Skip the Visa halftime show. We don't care about the Visa halftime show. Oh, ouch, you're in a factory. That's like the worst of it. Real grimy oil on the face. What do you do? Do you work like the assembly line or something? My hands have hands have never been dirtied like that. My only job has been playing Pokemon. And going to school, I guess. I'd imagine it could be. Much higher in the winter. It's like Minecraft. When you're cooking something in a furnace and you melt snow around it. Thought that was a shiny Slackoth. Not like that would even be exciting. I'm really hoping all this wait is for a shiny I actually need. even if it runs. I'm just getting hungry all the time now, no matter what I eat. I really think the tapeworm could be a sound theory. "32 degrees outside, still 60 degrees inside if the heating system isn't on." It's what hard work and sweat, blood, and tears do. Keep the place warm. That was weird, I went backwards. Only 38 hours per week, super rarely more. That's nice. I'm not working the 100-hour week in the factory with no benefits. Industrial Revolution type beat. Overtime is 25% on top of regular pay. Sounds good to me. As a jobless freak, anything sounds good. Although I've heard some people have unpaid overtime sometimes. I feel like I've heard people complain about that. Can't complain, always listen to own music. That was like the, there was this Puzzle and Dragon YouTuber, Shaneth21, Shane, TH21. His name was Shane. And I just remember in one of his life update videos, he was talking about working at, was it a call center? I'm not sure, but he said that he just gets to listen to music all the time, so his job becomes listening to music, essentially. Unpaid overtime is very illegal. Okay. Yeah, that's... sounds more like it. Maybe people are complaining about very minimal pay. That's something for the list. We need some WD-40 on this baby. I don't think Rampardos is the right lead in this run anymore. Onyx. Yeah, it's definitely not the right lead into Onyx. Oh wow, Jordan got a goal. That's cool. Shiny soon. An ad break soon is what I'm seeing. When I pulled the number out of my ass, I said like 16,230. So we'll see. Shadow Cranidos. I feel like it's been ages since Shadow Cranidos has been in rotation. Funny to you when a new guy complains about the income instead of looking for other work. Is this a real file? This is Rijon Adventures, a ROM hack. So it's Fire Red. Fire Red Overworld, Emerald Sprites, and Emerald Music as well, I believe. Some people only have one job option available. But me, I feel like I would never complain. I'm a person who... I'm told to do something, I'll do it. Shiny odds are 1 in 8,192. No boosted odds in this game. Like that silly little... What is it? Renegade Platinum is like 1 in 512, I think. We got real manly odds here. Unfortunately, that does mean I am statistically unlucky at this moment. But am I unusually unlucky? I would say no. What a goal. This is amazingly about 5,000 over... Wait, no. I went 10,000 on a Makuhita. I guess that is still about 5,000, but we'll say about 4,000 over the most I've ever gone in my, this is my 4th Safari week now. It's honestly been pretty lucky. And like random encounter is kind of normally good at this amount. It's somewhere on my old iPad, but am I a Street Fighter fan? No, that would be my friends. I have a couple of friends that are big into... Not big, but they slightly follow it / play it sometimes. Sword. I think, at least, like, seeing on YouTube. Okay, just spit it out. There probably was a point at which I held the most unlucky shiny hunt in Sword without a charm. Because shiny odds in that game, of course, are 1 in 4096, and I went, I think it was around 18,000 for Machoke. Random encounter, over 15k. Specific Pokemon, either Espeon or Umbreon, they're 1%, and it's the only place you can get shiny Espeon or Umbreon in this game because Eevee cannot evolve through time-based events in Fire Red and Leaf Green, I think, and this uses the same model as that, so the only way to get Espeon and Umbreon is catch them wild. First random shiny without hunting and shield. Mine, I accidentally hunted for one. The first one that I caught was Roggenrola in Moon, and it was SOS, and I did not realize that SOS increases the odds at that time. Because I was trying to look nothing up for my playthrough of Moon. And if you look at the Pokedex, you see that, you see like Sableye spawns in that cave. But I didn't know how. But I thought it was through SOS. But then I learned that, Roggenrola can't even call Sableye, it has to be Carbink. And I accidentally got a shiny Roggenrola. Ad's gonna start right now, so I'm gonna take a small break. I will be back in 2 Minuten. That means 3. I completely missed that message about the Street Fighter movie. They better have some cool fights in there or else there's no point in the movie happening. I remember there's like there's some lore to the Street Fighter story, right? We'll see if the fans like it. They usually don't. In terms of any fan liking their adaptation of a video game. Last of Us seems to be the only one that is completely broken through to the normies somehow. Strange. Algeria scored again. I'm a little behind in this game, so they spoiled it. Ah, that's way too easy. Austria are ahead on the goal difference, okay. I rename all my buddies. Oi. Oops, wrong button. What am I doing? I almost pressed the wrong button there, so it's a good thing I thought about it long. Fuck, I'm sorry, Shane. Did not think about that long. Oh yeah. I wonder why Powerade hasn't really sponsored that many of the hydration breaks. Like, it's kind of rare to get a Powerade hydration break. The Lenovo match break is fairly common, but the Powerade hydration break is very rare. I wonder if it is stadium and weather dependent. Thank you for the follow, Poke Shrimpy. We are struggling. Longest I've ever gone in this Safari Zone for a random encounter. I've typically been very lucky when I do random encounter hunts, though. It's my soft reset hunts that have usually been pretty horrifying on occasion. Case in point for this game. Since this is a ROM hack, I don't really have reference for shiny hunts. So when I was doing Squirtle, I had a constant fear that Squirtle was somehow disabled as a shiny in this game. Like there was some random box that the hacker ticked to make Squirtle not shiny. Because I went over 40,000. Like Bulbasaur was what, 22,000? So that was, I was already a little worried about that, and then I finally got it and I was like, oh my god, it's real. I say that in my reaction. And then Charmander I did, one of them was like 3,000 and the other one 6,000, I think. And then Squirtle just took so long that I had to give it up and just set up the 4th game without a shiny starter to make it in time for the first Safari week that I partook in. And then I finally went back and got Squirtle, and I was hunting off stream because of just how long it took. I think numerically my Squirtle might be the highest Gen 1 soft reset, I'm tempted to say. Or Kanto starter soft reset. There might only be like one other. I think it was a Charmander I saw. Someone might have done 40,000. Kind of forgotten to watch the games right now. I feel like he gave a foul there solely because it was messy doing that. I feel like any other player would any other player would just say that they're falling down too easily. The ref would say that. Player would never admit that. any scores off of it. I'd be a little mad if I was Jordan. Oh, I love Argentina. Oh. Those are some very shitty wall placements from Jordan. It's the wrong button. Catch luck has been pretty decent on the things I've randomly thrown out. Wow, that's actually an impressive stat. Can't believe that no one since 2010 has scored 2 free kicks in a single game in the World Cup. Yes. What am I doing? We're going. Espeon. I wonder what the Beautiful Girls at World Cup 2026 compilation is looking like on YouTube right now. And the comments that are so happy to see it. There are a few too many Espeons today. I think we're getting shiny Espeon. And it's gonna save the summer when I catch it. It's gonna be a hashtag shiny summer. How long can this go on? Was it Plug DJ? For the Twitch song requests? That's a bummer. Brody got injured in Jordan's last, I would say, miserable game of the World Cup, but they scored at least. Another sad Umbreon scrolls across. Another sad Umbreon scrolls across. That was the goal my dad was talking about them scoring. $15.50. 15.55. 0. God, I hope he's not on any knockout games. He's just not excited at all. Wait, Austria scored? Fuck, I spoiled it. Austria's eliminated? They aren't good enough? At third? Was he onside? That's insane. All right, there we go. We've finished watching every single group stage game. Some of them I watched much more closely than others. Some of them, one could argue whether or not I was watching. Who did Germany play? Germany are up near that France spot, aren't they? It's fine, they beat him in 2014. Germany against Paraguay. Oh, it'd be next game. Yeah, they got it. They got it. Germany have got Paraguay. They've got France. Easy. They've got Sweden, actually, because Sweden's going to beat France. Ding dong. I believe Canada is the only kickoff tomorrow. Yeah, nice and easy day. Germany on Montag. Then France and Sweden. I have to root for either team to win while all of their players get horribly injured. Except for Michael Elise, who's ready in time. Oh no, and Mateta. And Lacroix. They're ready in time for the season, but they get horribly injured for this World Cup, so they can't play against Germany. So then no one can play against Germany, and then Germany win. Hamburg have a friendly against Everton on July 1st? What the fuck? USA versus B. We just keep going. Not locked in like I am. McLaren's not blue, it's cyan. Where's my foot on? The power bank for the laptop charger. Oh, how did MSI go? I assume TL got 3-0 or 3-0 already, yeah. Presumably so. Given the fact that the game is not going on anymore. Nice, another water tip. Ooh, I needed that. I didn't even know water, fire, normal, or dust was still a thing. Can't believe that's the first I've gotten this whole season. Right? Has it been? Or at least I don't recall. The interesting picks. Camille is kind of surging back into prominence. Rumble still permanently meta. It's kind of like Oriana. Oh wait, they got the Busio Bard. Or did TL at least win one game? I saw someone coping in chat. The ever reliable Riot Games chat. I break in 5 minutes, so I'm gonna take a little break myself when that rolls around. Silly me, I thought shinies were gonna be flying in left and right with my dedicated, increased encounter, pumping, farming, brilliance. LCP number 2, who even is that? Is that Taiwan? T1 did 3 OTL, okay. As expected. What region is LCP? You said C. Still don't know what that means. Oceania? Ding dong. Ad break starts very soon. I will get set up, but then take a break for the remainder of it. If it even takes that long, I guess. Alright, be right back. I like put my legs up on my bed and like all the blood rushed to my head. And now I feel like I'm gonna be dead. Or was it something I said? I'm just trying to make this bread. Shout out Ned. Gotta keep my dogs fed. Looks like 7TV is still not working for me. I don't know what the hell's wrong. Or do I just... No, surely I enabled LeBron Jam, right? What? Ah! Okay, you can see it. Toe cramp. Darn, I signed in today on 7TV. And I thought that would magically fix everything. Maybe I need to like restart my whole browser or computer or something. I finished every World Cup group game. So now I'm passing the time by watching some brilliant MSI. Today was Argentina prevailing over Jordan, Algeria drawing with Austria, England beat Ghana, Croatia beat... Wait, no, England was against Panama. Croatia... drew with Ghana? Why can't I remember? Portugal drew with Colombia. DR Congo beat Uzbekistan. I'm bummed I didn't tell my roommate that Colombia are one of my picks to win the tournament. I kind of forgot about them, honestly. LeBron wouldn't have lost to Argentina, Jordan, bro. Someone actually had a Michael Jordan poster making a joke about Jordan. But yeah, you put LeBron on any team, he's winning the whole thing. Without a doubt. Someone asked again, what region is LCP? Wait, I gotta min-max my meds right now. Oh, but something just spawned. A deerling. Oh, Carmine Corp are on the board. Before stream? Yes. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, that was I've seen some buzz about that. I'm very curious. I'd be playing League before I even played, really. I was... Oh yeah. I saw that. The skin spotlight video said no Mortar Galio. We need to play Spring Picture Galio. But yeah, I'm a fucking spam Tarek probably. If I end up playing that when it drops, whenever it drops. Busy summer ahead of me. I want to see someone hit that old Warwick teleport ult. Is it the moment you like you ult the moment someone is about to finish casting their teleport? And we're about to hit 16,000. It just keeps going. Oh, Warwick just teleports on someone when he... Oh, okay, that's what you mean. I thought you meant like someone TPs to a ward in their own nexus and like as Warwick ults him. Oh, I can't wait to play that dumbass shit again. Have you been playing any Locke? Who's apparently the best champ ever. Oh yeah, old Ramus ult. These powerful shockwaves. I swear they're powerful. Perma, yeah. Perma pick ban in every game. Every pro is saying he's broken. Every streamer is saying he's broken. At least the one streamer that I watched do the co-stream of the Continental Cup or whatever the fuck. That FlyQuest were playing in the Crossplay Cup, something like that. Tier 1v1 god tier team fighter, insane sustain, insane split push, insta one shot everyone. That's what happens when you add someone from Jujutsu Kaisen into the game. Yeah, hear me out. What if they released Locke horribly broken on purpose to make people be like, I miss the old days when champions were like this, and then they strategically had the leak. For League Classic. There's no other shit. feel like that would not be beyond them. I mean most champs are horribly broken on release anyway. I'm not too up to date with League anymore though. I only watch. But I'll get back soon enough. I'm gonna finish this, then Minecraft. I'm tired of thinking about Minecraft. Need to expulge it from my mind. And speaking of being behind on characters, Overwatch, I don't know what I'm going to be in for when I get back into Overwatch. I feel like 40 new characters have come out since I last played. And they're all annoying and OP. Sounds like I'm gonna have a good time getting back. They have like builds now though, right? And you get 2 upgrades. Ugh. And I have to strategically choose my upgrades based on the matchup. Are hero bands? Oh, same one every time. Yeah, just whatever one is most optimal. Okay. Yeah, that was back in original Overwatch, right? When they had the rotated heroes in and out. Is that still a thing? Oh. So just everyone's available all the time? I guess since they went back to, oh, hero bans and rings. Okay. Bans now, yeah. Make her dance. That's good. We can just ban every new character then. I got jump scared by Slender Man in my dream last night. I might be the first person to get jump scared by Slender Man in 2026. I also had a dream that there was an elevator at school that would tilt me side, like it would like I feel you say that I feel like there actually is a market for someone to just make fake Slenderman account on social media. Fake as opposed to the real Slenderman coming forth on social media. Someone can make an account dressing up as Slenderman and just make dumbass videos. Like dancing, like thirst trapping on TikTok. I guess, wait, that's kind of like Holy Priest actually, with the white mask, now that I think about it. Yeah, it's kind of already been done. But anyway, I had this dream that there was an elevator at school that would like do a loop-de-loop when you got to the top. Killer clown situation again. The clowns, Brett. 2016, Brett. Whatever came of that, those clowns just got away with murdering people. We lost so many. Yeah, I had a dream that there was an elevator, and when it went to the top, it was like a loop. And I screamed really loudly. And then my roommates they were with me, and they were like, "Don't be so loud, you're gonna get us in trouble." But I was mad because, like, how was that allowed for an elevator to just do a loop-de-loop at the top? That felt very unsafe. I was like, what about the people who are handicapped? How are they going to even survive this elevator? But they didn't really care. And then I got into some teacher's room. And then they had free food in there. And I grabbed myself like a couple of protein bars and spaghetti and a fork and a spoon, and then everyone like spawned into the class. Really was boy dinner. Everyone spawned into the class at that moment, and then I looked around and there were a few familiar faces. And then the teacher was wondering why I was there. Like, why does this random guy show up? Because he's not in this class. I was just in there for the free food. And then Irish Celebration by Macklemore was playing. And then I saw Dylan Heelan there. And I looked at him and I was like, yo, this song is about you. Because it's Irish. Oh yeah, and then I left. Dude, my dreams have just... So I left the room. And hear me out, when I get to the bottom floor again, there are a bunch of Dragon Ball Z cosplayers. And this one guy has this absurdly realistic cosplay. He looks like he's straight out of the anime. He's got like all the line art perfect. It's like those figurines that do the manga stylization or whatever. But he had that in cosplay, and it was really cool. So I thought it was a real character from Dragon Ball, but then he turned around and I was like, oh, it's a cosplay. That must have been from me very briefly seeing your message about the Japan fans. And then that infiltrated my subconscious. His face wasn't horrific. I saw... when he was facing me, he looked realistic. And then he turned around and he lost his aura, to easily say it. Like he just looked a little out of shape, you know, he wasn't sculpted like Goku. The horrific face came when I got jump scared by... My dream says it was Slenderman, like in my mind, but I didn't actually see Slenderman. I'm really bummed I don't have my emotes right now. I desperately need them. I need to fix this as soon as possible. But that was a part of a dream where I was trying to find a bathroom. I'm always trying to find a bathroom in my dreams. And I had to go through like multiple turns to get to the boys' bathroom section. And then I get there, and then everything is taken up, but there's a computer open, and for some reason I go to the computer, because like that was good enough for me. Well, was I just gonna piss all over the computer? And then I hop on the computer, and then everything starts. I have technology nightmares a lot, where I get on a computer, and then I start to like get hacked. and I can just feel the panic in the dream, and it gets scary. And then that's when Slender Man, or just some scary face, showed up on the screen and scared the shit out of me. And then I woke up in a cold sweat. It was not like my dream where I was playing Modern Warfare 2 on a custom map the other night. And I mag dumped a Hitmontop with an M4A1, and it didn't do enough damage to kill it. Not sure if that's speaking to the M4A1 being weak, or Hitmontop being able to take a lot of bullets. It's kind of nice, yeah. Strangely realistic dreams about your hobbies. I was saying the other night, like, I haven't played zombies, or I haven't played zombies in ages, haven't played MW2 in a hot minute, but I just play it in my dreams. So like, it's a win-win. I'm gaming in my sleep. Dream about playing Riftbound. It is beast mode. That's the shit that like MLG would sign me for back in the day. Luckily, it's not the invasive type of dreams. Or the one time, because when I have migraines, I have like one obsessive thought that'll take over, and it becomes very hard to process over and over and over again. And one of the times the obsessive migraine thought was about playing Garen. I could not stop thinking about playing Garen. That was miserable. I don't wish that fate upon my worst enemy. Okay, Carmine Corp took a game. As they should, right? That was, I think, that was a day we just must have been playing so much League. It must have been the whole day. I think that was the real degenerate arc of like 2021 and 2022, where I was out of school but not doing anything else at all at home, so just only playing League and ARAM and norms and whatever all day. Because otherwise the obsessive migraine thoughts are usually like thinking about a bunch of numbers and they don't make sense at all, or how to add these things, or I'm not sure. I think it's just like an overload of information or something. Maybe that can cause a migraine. But nowadays, sometimes I get blind spots in my eyes. That hasn't happened in a while though. I wonder if I did something to help prevent that. That's kind of scary because it fucks me up the whole rest of the day. I legit just can't see out of one eye, or it's very distorted. And then it's a definite precursor to a migraine. I wonder if that's because when you start to rely on one eye, you just get a headache. Poor pirates, man. Also, I think I passed the arbitrary number I said I was going to get a shiny at, so basically it's over and we're never going to get it. It would kind of be really hilarious if this hunt took the full 10 days. Wait, oh, that's a better TV one. Okay. I was like, I can see that. I thought it randomly started working. You're right. I will never give up. I want to try giving screaming a real good go. Like whether or not that be singing or, well, primarily for singing. My roommates told me that during the finals week scream, I had a very good scream. So we should try it. It's just the problem. You rarely get the opportunity to just scream. I think if I started practicing in here, it'd be a little scary for the neighbors. But the neighbors already had to suffer back then in the horror days of FIFA and early Pokemon Go. Start a heavy rock band. Hell yeah. Put Aiden on the flute. That'll be our gimmick. Is we have a flute guy. Or clarinet. Wait, was Aiden Squidward? This is the one thing I feel bad about as a friend, is that I forget what instrument he played, if it was the flute or the clarinet. It was the flute 100%. Okay, yeah. We would have made an extraordinary amount of Squidward jokes if it was the other way. It's kind of crazy how Squidward just put that instrument on the map like that, you know? No one gave a fuck about the clarinet before Squidward. And for playing badly too. I know, I was just gonna say that. It's so sad. Bro had motion. He's kind of like those meme rappers. You purposely have a really bad flow or really weird voice. He just plays it really poorly and gets put on the map. That's right, Kelpie G is the canonical good clarinet player. I honestly feel really bad for Squidward. It's kind of sad. His story is pretty sad. There's a reason why Squidward committed suicide. All he wants to do is enjoy his passion, but he has to work below minimum wage. Self-inflicted suffering. True, he is. There is a veil in front of his eyes, preventing him. And SpongeBob kind of tried to help with that, but I think they gave up on all that as of recent. There is 1000% a video essay talking about that somewhere. The ever-evolving and complex dynamic of SpongeBob and Squidward. How Patrick relates to Greek mythology. They do be saying that about Squidward. He is low-key right. But, well, see, it's a generation thing. Because I was telling Aiden too, Pokemon, or not Pokemon, I'm playing Pokemon. SpongeBob is kind of not that big with the people I'm going to college with right now. So like the 19-year-olds and whatever. Because by the time they started watching SpongeBob, it was already shit. Where was I going with that? Yeah, oh yeah. So SpongeBob nowadays, the character SpongeBob, you know, everyone says he's just really fucking annoying and cries all the time. Like, you would think Squidward is definitely more right in that situation. But back then when SpongeBob was like actually kind of written as a young adult, you know, just going to work because he's just happy and whatever, then you can see Squidward as being a little too pessimistic. But as all the YouTubers with Asperger's would say now, you know, SpongeBob is just really annoying now, and he always laughs so loudly and cries so loudly and kills Squidward. But all that is to say, their dynamic was it was more push and pull. What was that one meme I saw? There was like a rapper who dissed SpongeBob on one of his songs or something, and he got more DMs from people getting mad about him disrespecting SpongeBob than anything else. I mean, I would... He has, for the viewer, he's never been bad to the viewer. I personally, no. I think there was a small period where I would say, like, I can't stomach watching new SpongeBob. I think it still kind of irrationally pisses me off. I don't think I would be so quick to turn it off now because I'd still rather watch it than some of the other stuff that's coming on, you know? It seems like they're just kind of... The show is completely lost. I mean, it already lost its way a long time ago, but now they're just like trying to farm for memes and clips and like meta gaming and... So what are we doing? And then there'll be the paid account on X that says, "This is the funniest scene I've ever seen, SpongeBob." And it's from like season 73. And it's just not funny. I don't know. I realize that me criticizing humor sometimes is... Maybe this is just a general thing, but... Or, yeah, criticizing humor and then rip them in half with your bare hands. Maybe I think I just kind of gave up on trying to reason or, you know, fight my side in anything or whatever, because I feel like I'm never gonna laugh at something, even... Where am I going with this? I don't know, I'm just spitballing at this point, but I've noticed in terms of enjoying media, it is a definite thing, and I'm not ashamed to say it anymore. The more popular something is, it's just the less likely I am to like it. It's not even because it's bad. I just enjoy the aesthetic of things that are not as well known, and it makes it funnier. But that also applies to music, but we're not talking about music being funny. But there is a certain enjoyment I get, even if the music doesn't sound that great. Just the fact that it's relatively unknown makes it more appealing to me. And I think everyone will partially attest to that, but people are too ashamed to, or like admit it, or they try and fight it, or... But I'm just like, no, I don't give a shit at this point. It's just a real thing that I'm going to feel, and I don't feel ashamed for feeling it. Dude, someone was... When I was at my friend's graduation party, people were playing the lip sync battle videos on the TV in the room, and I just could not believe what they were laughing at, or just that they thought it was so amazing. Like, the literal peak of that humor, like it's 2026 and we're saying that guy dressing up as a girl and dancing, oh, that's funny. Like, whoa, cross-dressing and putting in some effort for choreography is apparently the funniest thing in the world. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I would rather watch a Zelda CDI YouTube poop and probably laugh more. Hate calling people NPCs because it has a cringe connotation, but no, I know exactly what you mean. That humor legit just is... It's straight out of the boilerplate. Boilerplate, kids cuisine, microwave comedy. Tom Holland lip syncing a Rihanna song is just not funny. But see, it's so not funny that it makes me laugh thinking about how not funny it is. But I don't get it too, because some could argue that me cross-dressing for my A-Push project hasn't aged well. But apparently we still do that on lip sync battles or whatever, and we still laugh a lot. I don't know. I don't give a shit. Normal person. Hello. I gotta plug in my phone. All that is to say, I just love YouTube poop so much. I finally had someone at college know what that is. Granted, he only watched, like, the commercial YouTube poops, you know? Like, he said Paula Deen or whatever. I think it's gonna be a long time until I, Actually, he called it YTP. He didn't even know it stood for YouTube poop, which is a little demoralizing. It's gonna take a while until I find another person who who knows about spaghetti and dinner and Octoroks and being a little richer. I've always said I'll know that I find my dream girl in life when she can quote the entirety of Mario and Zelda CDI. Oh, we're gonna be in the retirement home when the nurse says there's spaghetti for dinner. I would see they would think I'm insane, because if anyone says spaghetti for dinner and you're in that room, I am dying of laughter. can't believe all toasters toast toast is a real line. And that's not even true, right? I mean, they toast bread. But I guess you can argue if you put toast in there already, like you're toasting toast. You've watched the show. Wasn't that the... It's so painfully 80s. I guess you can watch the movie. But then there's also the Mario show. Like there's CDI and then there's the Mario show. I chiseled it. Oh, the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Okay, yeah, that's the All Toasters Toast Toast is the CDI cutscene. It's a stone Luigi. Yeah, I have seen, and then they had the or no, I watched the Wang video on, I forget, it was like an urban legend or a real thing. I think Super Hornio Bros, the porn parody. Forget what happened there. Maybe it's best I forget what happened there. I wouldn't even know what's popular on YouTube anymore. My life has been nice ever since I turned off all recommended videos. No end cards. He's almost like not even a YouTuber anymore. I don't see him as a YouTuber. Maybe that's just how YouTube has evolved. For the worse. The God King of the world. I mean, almost. If he gets the Trump cosign, then he could actually just start doing whatever the fuck he wants. Occasionally, actually, when I go on incognito, I am subject to seeing videos from people I'm not subscribed to. Usually it's just autoplay on some old music video. Or Nightcore. That's another thing I'm surprised with too. See, I like Nightcore a lot. That's another thing too. I'm just not afraid to admit that anymore. I'll just look it up. I won't even go incognito for Nightcore sometimes. It is called sped up TikTok version now. Not my point exactly, but that is also another grievance. I guess it's more socially acceptable to like songs that are sped up now. I guess because they don't really put anime girls with gigantic titties on the thumbnails anymore. They put like aesthetic girls in the summer, or like Betty Boop or something. And Betty Boop's rack is... That's okay, actually. No, that's a bad example, because Betty Boop is... She's aight. They just put like makeup or something, right? Like a lipstick. I don't fucking know. Anyway. Seeing the Nightcore videos that have like 180 million views or whatever, tweet the other day talking about Pomni in Fortnite and how people want her so bad. Oh, that's the digital circus thing? Honestly, clown girls are really hot. Someone's got to say it. Anyway, Nightcore videos that have like 180 million views. They're all this, they're like these girl boss songs that are really bad. Like those are cringeworthy. IMO. People can like them, but I wouldn't, I'd be caught dead before you see me listening to that type of stuff. And I'm just surprised because I listen to Nightcore for songs that I think sound really good melodically, and then they sound even better sometimes because they like make, when you speed something up and pitch it up, I guess it like, I don't know, makes you feel more your heart flutters or something. But people are listening to Nightcore of shit that just like, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't improve anything. But maybe that's just me. I guess I didn't realize, you know, just how popular Nightcore is among the, you know, like the femcel crowd. Not femcel. Shouldn't say that. Just girls on the internet back then, you know? It's kind of like unfathomable. But all this time they were just watching Nightcore. Back in the day. We're not going to be able to complete this party challenge. Not that we need to. I don't think it's for dust anyway. LeBlanc got picked. Zeri? Apparently Cassiopeia's broken his shit right now with Deathfire. Something for your mind, body, and your soul. Too bad she's hard to play, and I suck. Oh, Cass? I said a few champions there. Where's Yassine when we need him? Yassine is kind of like the avatar of our group. Did that real live action avatar or whatever the fuck come out? Why am I even asking? I don't care. Yeah. They're on a season 2. Nice. Actually, fucking everything is going live action now. It's just, we live in an infinite cycle of the same media. Can't believe we got live action Moana. I didn't even know they made a live action Mulan. Or did I? Did I know? But I feel like I was just in the hospital and I saw they were scrolling through movies and I'm like, why does that exist? Watched it, but saw a premiere on Netflix and it looks like dog shit. I mean, it's just one of those things. There's just no point of making it. But they just know people are going to tune into it regardless, so it's just a free hit. Zero creative effort. I was just saying earlier, Last of Us seems to be the only thing that's like broken the normie barrier. Fallout kinda got there. But definitely people that don't even play games know what Last of Us is now. They should just say fuck Game of Thrones and make a Elder Scrolls show. Fuck yeah, I'd watch that. Oh yeah, One Piece. Apparently people like it. I don't know. I was just gonna wait for the animated Wit Studio version. Apparently they're doing a whole remake. I don't fucking... Who knows anymore? I think this is part of my... part of my media enlightenment. Oh, okay. Coming out February 2027. Alright, cool. The media enlightenment is just not caring... Just who cares anymore? Who cares about absolutely anything anymore? I'm gonna say what I'm gonna like, whatever I want to like. I'm gonna hate whatever I want to hate. But I'm not gonna tell people what I hate, because that just doesn't... Well, no, I am sometimes. It's all a bit confusing. Bear with me. Oh wait, can we actually finish this party challenge? No, I shouldn't have said the hate what I want to hate thing actually. Because I realized I just don't care about spreading hate like that anymore. And life is so much better when you just enjoy what you want to enjoy and you don't read comments about how other people hate it. New album comes out, I'm just going to listen to it. I'm not going to look at anyone's opinions online. And if I do, I just laugh it off and say like, oh, why does that guy care so much about hating it? I got another Sierra balloon. It's raining cats and dogs. And if the cats and dogs are Amora. Don't look at the last 4 digits of my encounter right now. Okay, we're safe. What the fuck was that noise? I think we're gonna follow King of the Sharky. Oh wait, shit. I'm gonna turn my browser audio back on. I guess that's the new noise. I put a noise on activity feed on OBS. Okay, this is the first I've heard it. That was cool though. Yeah, thank you. When's the... I must say, we're 6 minutes into June 28th. But it's going to be a hell of a good day. Who are we backing? Canada versus South Africa. It's the only knockout stage game today. I feel like it should be a comfortable Canada victory, but I wasn't quite as sold on Canada. They also are coming off of the Switzerland game, whereas South Africa are coming off of being really pumped up. South Africa were rancid in the first game. They looked a little better in game 2. They looked passable their third game. Canada, on the other hand, I feel like, well, can't say they've gotten worse because they did absolutely pump Qatar. But in fairness, that's like Kanye putting up numbers past the wheelchair basketball team. But in fairness as well, Qatar did draw with Switzerland, so this is a bit of a confusing group. I think Canada's home advantage should tell though. Wait, do they even get home advantage? They finished second in the group. I don't know. It's all too much to keep track of. trying to finish this last session before the ad break comes and destroys everything. Wait, I can just snooze it, can't I? Or do I not have any snoozes available? 0 out of 3. I can't snooze it. Why not? Do I have to pay for snoozes? What? I don't know, did I use the snoozes? Like, are they limited? Oh well, I'll stop if I find a shiny. Oh, is that why? It's because I got disconnected? I get disconnected from chat again? I did drop frames today. Well, yesterday, presumably. Ah. Thank you for the sub, Dylan. Dylan, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I desperately need to turn down. The ads are pissing you off. That's the goal accomplished. Had to get involved. It's the Tyler 1 strategy. That's interesting, though. That they added a sound option for notifications. That is kind of cool. It was just a little loud. I'm gonna bring that up when I talk to my psychologist as well. Just that advertisements irrationally make me angry. And I will go out of my way to avoid them at all costs. Now. Let's not use language like that. No. I want them dead. It'll never work. The moment one ghoul steps down from a company, the ghoul's child Enters. We're at 16,900. 16,902. And we've got nothing to fucking show for it. We've got absolutely fuck all. Ding dong. Alright, that concludes day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 straight days. I feel like it's fewer encounters than I should have had. I did Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I guess. Well, this is the longest we've gone in here without getting a shiny. I may or may not be back later tonight. I'm definitely doing Pokemon Go, at least. Well, maybe that's not even a definite. Nothing's ever a definite, you know? It kind of looks hazy outside, like it's gonna rain. Do we have a rain percentage chance? 3%. Okay. Don't think it's gonna rain. Alright, thanks for stopping by, lads. Thanks for subbing up. I'll be streaming as much as possible so you can make good use out of that. I'll be back later today. And I will try and get 7TV fixed at all costs. Peace out, bye.